They'll actually go to 1 here, won't they? So they go to 1, but luckily now we can take this. So now we have their Kiora. They have a Plains in hand. Hopefully their last card isn't there, and it's not. Whew! That was a... And then we will in turn flashback Agent of Treachery. Still there. Now we got Stroke held up. Yeah, this game is mega over. My goodness. We'll take their Castle Locked Lane so they can't draw anymore now. This is just an embarrassment of riches now. When this deck works, it really works. Yeah, buddy. Good. How's it going, y'all? Thassa Fan 920 here. Today, back with another deck here. This time, we're back on our Simic thing. However, this time, it's a little bit different version here. This is Simic Thassa Ramp. So, whereas last time we were using things like a Boreal Grazer in the 1-drop slots to accelerate through a 3-mana plays, we still have one mana accelerants here in Gilded Goose, but we're going with more of the elemental package here. So we're playing the Leafkin Druids, we're playing our Risen Reefs here, and then at the top end have the Cavalier of Thorns. The reason we're doing these is because we're playing 3 of Thassa Deep Dwelling. Anyone who hasn't been on the other end of this, whenever it starts going off, it's kind of insane. Getting to blink your Risen Reef every turn, or blink your Cavalier of Thorns to trigger that every turn, or most of all, 3 of Agent of Treachery, just blinking at the Agent of Treachery every turn. You can control a target permanent, not just non-land permanent. So eventually, if you have nothing else to take, you're just taking their lands every turn, and it's kind of insane. And even on the worst end there, like there's been plenty of times where I'm just blinking a Gilded Goose, making another food token, and bringing that back up. So kind of useful in that regard too. So this isn't as all in on going on like the big Hydroid Craces and your Nyx Blue Mage like my old list here, but I think it's a little bit more consistent. It feels like at certain matchups you're gonna like the old one better, and certain matchup you like this one better. But I do want to try this one out. I've been playing it some just in some non-ranked, and it seemed like it's kind of crazy. The one big thing I noticed with it is that sometimes you get in danger of just milling yourself from the amount of card draws that you have. And if you get on on accident, you mill Agent of Treachery or something like that and don't have those back, then it kind of sucks. So we don't have the Finale sideboard, we don't have the Enraged Forerunner sideboard with this one. We don't have Hydroid Craces, which is a pretty big difference here. But you do have things like the Risen Reefs, the Euro, Thassa to do its thing. You still have your Nissas, Agent of Treachery, Cavalier of Thorns, a lot of threats here. In the sideboard, 3 Mystical Repeal. This card is devastating to a lot of decks. Been seeing like the green-white Boggles kind of list show up. Well, we play on that one later at some point too. But then they have things like Banishing Life to exile your stuff. Just a 1-mana answer to that is wonderful. 2 Stroke, 3 Borrower, 3 Dispute. Nothing you've never seen there before. This coming in the matchups. You want to get things off the battlefield, or just counter them and keep them away. 2 Questing Beasts when you need to get that hasty damage in there. Have a Death Touch kind of threat there, and be able to take care of some Planeswalkers. And finally, Shifting Ceratops, just good. When I'm playing green, I'm gonna have some Shifting Ceratops. It's who I am as a person, and I just can't help that. But without further ado, let's take this in the ring. Let's see how it goes. Let's go. Alright. First game here is against Doubt of Buddha. Buddha, Doubt of Buddha. We'll take that play. So this is the beauty of getting to draw cards in this deck, because this is a very land-heavy hand, and one that usually in a lot of decks I wouldn't want to keep. But we get the Temple here to scry into something, and then next turn draw some cards anyway. Yeah, like Agent of Treachery. Now we have a top end to work towards this. Not too shabby. So we'll do this, pass a turn. See what old Buddha's got for us. When Dawn's Prophecy, scry 2, choose a card name, you cast that spell. Cool. Let's Growth Spiral. I should have done. Well, we can do the Temple next turn. Doesn't really matter, I guess. So they finally decide the bottom that. So here we got an interesting one. I think we just want to try to accelerate, get into the Agent of Treachery, though. So let's go ahead, play Euro to start off with. We'll put this Temple in. Scry. And this is probably pretty good too, right? So we can do this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already got the lands we need, so yeah, we'll just keep that there. Usually keeping Nissa is never even a thought, but we're going to be taking this next turn, more than likely. Then we can follow that up with Nissa and Thassa. Brutal. Brutal, I say. It's Fairy Time Raveler. Don't Teferi my goose. Okay. Good. Good. So let's Agent of Treachery taking this, because I don't want them being able to use that. And now if they wanted to Teferi and bounce this, I can just cast it again, and that ain't good. This plays around their Teferi much better. So be my guest, and if you want Teferi, you can Teferi your own Prophecy. But then we just get to Thassa. Yeah, this is going to be real mean. Okay, he could have bounced that. Not sure why he didn't. This deck is nuts. So let's make sure I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Nissa. Plus up Nissa. Forced. Get to attacking. We're going to take that Teferi. Actually, let's attack the Teferi. I would rather start taking his lands. Just to really just get him out of this game. So instead, Thassa. We'll also just play this Goose, because why not? So we'll end turn now. Blink this back. Take his Temple. Because at this point, the Teferi's not really doing too much to scare us. Banishing Light. Okay. Okay. So they have Thassa shenanigans of their own. So let's just take their Banishing Light. Oh. Well, I can blink that Banishing Light, though. Have you go there. You go there. I mean, we're just playing with your food at this point. This way, Teferi is guaranteed to die. Pass turn. Yeah, so I guess taking that Banishing Light was stupid on our end there. Definitely goofed. Elspeth Conquers Death. Not a bad one. Probably take our... Yeah. Not cool, man. Luckily, we got this Thassa coming up. Pay this mana to tap that. Get to swinging. We'll go ahead and take this Elspeth Conquers Death. It looks better on our side, I think. I don't know. This deck's a lot of fun. Don't think Thirst for Meaning is going to be it. They do discard enchantments. They get to keep 2 of those. Yeah, another Thirst for Meaning won't do it. Yeah, I think you're dead. I'm really sorry. Why would you... Game? Why would we ever tap our lands that way? Yeah. Let's go ahead. Why do we draw a bunch of cards, or how do we draw a bunch of cards there? What just happened? I don't know how we drew that many cards, but I'm cool with it. I just want to know. So against this deck, Disputes come in, Brazen Bar comes in. Ceratops probably comes in. Questing Beast probably isn't bad either, but I don't want to go crazy. The Repeal comes in. God, there's so many things we can put in this deck. So let's think about what's not very good here. Leafkin Druid isn't very good against their Teferi. The Goose we still want because it's a good turn 1 play. Euro I can probably cut down on one of. The Agent Treachery I think we're fine with. May cut down on one of those to lower the curve a little bit though. I think we're going to have to like not sideboard so many things in here though. So I think the Repeal can stay. It's probably better than Brazen Borrower. So I'm actually going to take the Brazen Borrowers back out. The Ceratops we keep. I think the Disputes we keep because most everything they play there is blue or white. Euro will cut down to 2 on. And maybe Cav we go down on. We'll go down 3 Cav to Thassa because they do have the Banishing Lights, so these kind of things don't get quite as much value as they usually would. Can't say I expected a sideboard for this one, so it's kind of a tough one to figure out what we want there. It's game 2, Doubt of Buddha. We'll be on the draw this time. Opener. A little slow. That's better. Still not amazing, but we'll keep it. We'll bottom the Garen Brig. Start off the Temple here. Tranquil Cove. Play Temple past the turn. Don't want another land. I've got a good feeling we'll hit another land before we hit the turn 5 Nissa there. The Goose is loose. So this will be good because I can play a Goose and then hold up the Mystical Repeal. So if we play something we want to get rid of, we just... Okay, well they're doing nothing, so we'll just do this, hope for land. Yeah, buddy. Enters tapped. Yeah, buddy. Attack. Nobody. Flying and lifelink. 3/4. That's pretty good. We'll still play the Nissa out into this. And we got the Goose for now, so I'm just going to do a blue mana. No combat, though. That 3/4 flying lifelink is going to definitely get in the way. Yikes. So we'll go ahead and pay for this to put that on the bottom. Fortunately, it still exiles. But I just don't want them getting into Texas with that and get something back. Another land. Let's go ahead and scry here. And if you don't need another land, come on. We'll swing for 3. Though it's a pretty moot point since they're going to be able to just keep on doing this Archon of Sun's Grace shenanigans. We really need to find our Agent of Treachery here. Or just any kind of top end. Another Elspeth Conquers Death, so they can exile our Risen Reef. Yikes. Big yikes. So now they're going to swing 5 in the air. We're probably super toast this game. We're just drawing all lands here. What do you do? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go for it and see. Growth Spiral ain't it. Not cool, man. Not cool. We can make food and survive a little bit longer and try to take advantage of this. Fairy's not something we want to see either. So we'll create a food token here. I guess I could have blocked first, may have been smarter, but I think we're just us making food every time. Good God. So they've had the nuts. We've just got really unlucky with their draws. Sometimes it'd be like that. Let's go ahead and sack both of these. Go to 11. Now they got that damn Agent of Treachery. Or that Hushbringer. Unfortunate. We just dirtled around too long not drawing any of the top end there. So, seeing what we've seen now, I think I may want the borrowers instead of the repeals. I don't know, they're giving them... We'll take out one, just add one of these. I still like where we're at otherwise, though. Maybe the Shifting Ceratops just isn't that great here now, and we just put 2 more Brazen Borrowers in. Because they have that Hushbreaker, we really want to be tossing that back to their hand. So game 3 here against Doubt of Buddha. We'll take the play. Opener, not crazy exciting. We got the Growth Spiral here. Get a little bit of acceleration going on. We will be looking for basically just lands or Risen Reefs. Like, it's a decent card, but we just don't want that in multiples right now. Like, right now we got to find some lands and start ramping. So that's a pretty good one because we can Growth Spiral, put down the Temple. Hushbringer's okay. This. Thassa, I think we do want. Because next turn we can play Nissa, then untap the Brazen Borrower. They not have another land here. That'd be pretty huge if so. So they can Scribe with Prophecy. Hopefully hit an untapped land here. Oh, that ain't it. Unlucky. So we just play this Risen Reef for no value, I guess. Feels bad. Feels real bad. We still get to hold up the Mystic Repeal. Next turn, though, we can get that out of the way. Fairy Time Raveler, okay. They get the 1 damage beats on. Go ahead and put this at the bottom now. Please give us an untapped land, sir. Please, that's all we ask of. That'll do, pig. So I can Nissa. That's what sucks, is then we still don't have the mana to do this because these are all, we don't have a breeding pool. Still think we play it. And we'll do a Temple for now. Swing 4. And we'll do this just to untap it, but it doesn't really matter right now. Hushbringer causes us a lot of headache right now, but our Euros will be very good against it. It's Fairy's probably going to bounce the land, I would imagine. Okay. Annoying, but not the end of the world. Alright, well, God dang, dude. That's so feel bad. So we're going to miss out on a little bit of mana this way. Well, no, I guess we won't. I want to goat them into blocking here with their Hushbringer. So I think we actually do this. See if they want to chump block 1. Hope they do. Fortunately, don't. So I guess instead we just... So frustrating. Them having 2 of those has just been so big time against us. Shutting us down. Another Teferi. And they're kind of time walking us with these damn Teferis too, being able to just bounce all over attackers. They shock there. Banishing Light. They just... Oh! Super, super frustrating. Now we could have... I hate this game sometimes. Castle of Vantress, I guess, is fine because we want to eventually... Agent Treachery just sucks now, though. Have Risen Reef swing there, Forest swing there. I guess I could Brazen Bar or that Banishing Light into turn. Probably could have done that already, honestly. I think I'll just do this again. Do this, just untap it. This Brazen Bar can at least get rid of the Banishing Light. Hoping to not see Elspeth Conquer's Death here. But I imagine they would have done it last time. Okay. So let's start off here. A little petty theft. Let's do this. Swing 11. Yeah, if they're just chump blocking with these, and that's not too bad for us. Here we can go ahead, play a Goose, and then end a turn, play a Brazen Borrower. Once again, just kind of getting all of our value stifled here from these dang Hushbringers. Would really like to take that. So I think I'm actually going to scry with this Castle of Vantress. Those ain't it. So... start tapping these Hushbringers down. I'm actually going to... Oh, we don't have a food token. Yeah. I think we're just swinging. Our whole deck has been so shut down right now because of what they got going on. Still gotta get the beats in. Down to 1. And we will pass the turn. We still got this Brazen Bar to flash in. These are still land permanents though, so they can block, which is nice. Birth of Meletus is fine. Banishing Light is annoying. That'll take our Nissa. Oh, I should have tapped beforehand. That was stupid of me. They have another Banishing Light now. That's all their mana. Let's see what they're going to do with it. If they don't take the Thassa, we can start tapping their stuff down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can tap something down for 4. I really messed up not letting that take that Nissa before I did all my stuff. But I think we let that resolve. Hope that they mess up by trying to attack here. Them gaining a land, pretty important. Oh, top deck land city. Still think we're just good though, right? We got 4 attackers. They'll actually go to 1 here, won't they? So they go to 1. But luckily now we can take this. So now we have their Kiora. They have a Plains in hand. Hopefully their last card isn't there, and it's not. Whew! That was a hard-fought game. One that I made a little bit harder on myself with a couple things there at the end. But just those Hushbringers just kept shutting us down. We couldn't find a way on Earth to get rid of them. Let's play another. Alright, game number 2 here is against the Asgardian. That was a pretty long game, the last one, so this might be the only other video I do here, or game we play on this one. We'll see. Opener, that looks like a turn 3 Cavalier of Thorns to me. If we draw a land, which we do. Start off, the Goose is loose. Looks like it's going to be a ramp mirror. Ooh, that is a pretty island. That's annoying. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I think we just play 2 geese here. So we still have the potential of having the Cavalier on turn 3. Hopefully no counterspell here. This could be like a Simic Flash list instead. Yeah, boy. Cavalier of Thorns works pretty well against that. So, Cavalier down. We will put down a forest. If it dies, we've got a Nissa in the bin now we'd probably like to get back. I say probably, like it's even a question. They shock here. Looks like they have Frilled Mystic held up. Let's go to tax first. We'll start off with Growth Spiral and then try to play Euro, I believe would be the play. Because this looks like Simic Flash to me. I'm still holding Growth Spiral now. Night Pack Ambusher. Well, that's annoying. Go ahead and Growth Spiral now. No the lands. That's going to be annoying. We'll take the 3. Thassa should be good here. So let's try to play that. I guess we can Growth Spiral first and then still play Thassa. Let's go to tax first. Don't counter me, bro. Don't counter me, bro. You, they had to have something, right? So now I ain't looking too hot for us. We got them down to 8. They could not have attacked any faster. 4, 10, 13. That's lethal, so stop that. Well, we'll hold them to 1. Go down to 4. Frustrating. And this is probably a terrible matchup for this deck, I'd imagine. Flash strategy usually do pretty well against this ramp list. I can't believe we're not hitting more lands now either. Nice. Go. Are we just dead? I think we're just dead. What a douche. So Ceratops can come in here. Disputes can come in. I think that's probably it. Brazen Bar doesn't feel too good against most of their stuff because it's all flash anyway. Quest and Beast might be okay. As far as what we take out here, Agent Treachery is too slow. So you don't want to do that. And I think the Leafkin Druid is probably just a little bit rough against the Brazen Bars and like. So game 2 here against the Asgardian. A real never mind. With his nice. Don't BM people unless they give you a reason to. You know, it's just rude. So we'll play this Leafkin Druid here and hope for a turn, a play here soon. Paradise Druid is okay. Not really. I'm afraid by the time we get to play our Cavaliers here, it's just going to be countered, and that's what sucks. Gotta try it though, can't just sit on our laurels. If this gets real mystic, we feel real bad. If you counter, you gotta counter, bud. Like, it's not hard. Can we go? Absolutely devastating, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a surprise. It's well known how bad of a matchup that ramp decks are going to have, usually with some Simic Flash, things like that. When you're playing just big threats that are kind of easy to counter, not much you can do there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we just try to play another one. Probably gets countered, and then we Temple. Dispute. Yep. Definitely don't need any more mana, that's for sure. Couldn't draw it last game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're looking for some answers here. So at least they didn't have the Night Pack ambush for that turn. Feels magic, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana to work with and nothing to do with it. Meanwhile, they have this Castle of Vantress, so we can't at least find ours. This is rough. We're probably losing this one. Sometimes it'd be like that. We'll play another one after this at least. I'm not going to end it on this note. There's no way in hell. They have a white mana here? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of our 14 draws. That's with bottoming lands, so really 11 out of 15 have been lands. Oh, boy. At least we can pay for gross power, right? Another land! Yay! Okay, there's a Nissa that surely won't get countered because we just... no way they have counter spells at this point. That's the 5th non-land card out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 in the graveyard from the land we bottom. It's fine. I'm just whining and crying to myself here. Don't mind me. Let's make sure we can cover mystical disputes here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just go to the last game. This is insane. Alright, last game of the day here is against Americano. Let's see. It can't go any worse than that last game, right? We'll take the play. Opener. Not crazy or anything, but we can do this. We can start off here with a temple. Scry to try to find us another land, it looks like. Growth Spiral in 2. Yeah, I think we'll keep that on top. We've got a way to work up to what we're looking for here. Cauldron Familiar. Be curious how this does against some oven decks. Here, hold this up for Growth Spiral past the turn. We could have played Leafkin Druid there. Maybe that's supposed to be the play. Yarok's Finlooker. Let's go ahead and draw first, see what we hit. Not any bad. So we'll go ahead and do this. And I think the Leafkin Druid is what goes away here at this point. We'll go ahead and get a forest. That way we have our third forest for Cavalier of Thorns. Goodbye, Druid. It's been nice. I hope you found your paradise. What if it's actually never been paradise and just someone lost a pair of dice and that's what they were missing? It's like believable, right? Cavalier of Thorns, happy to see another one. Go ahead and do this. Ship the turn back over. Adia, Loctwin. Yeah, I'm curious to see how we do against this deck. I'm just going to take the 2 for now. We'll have our Cavalier coming down here in a second. Another Nissa is pretty fantastic too. So I can Nissa now. Swing in 3 and have a blocker. We won't get the double Risen Reef trigger though. I think Cavaliers is better with this Risen Reef on board for now. We'll put that on the battlefield. Put a temple down. Euro's not a bad one to see. Breeding Pool, we'll bottom that. Don't really need any more lands at this point. No attacks. So now they don't have good attacks here. If they kill something, I've got cards in the graveyard. I've got Euro able to come back next turn. Draw a Euro. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and make this a forest first off. It's a little suspicious they didn't play anything there. I think we... You to Nissa. Finlooker gets +1/+1 if I pay 3. I should have done this differently. It's my fault. Let's go to attacks here. Okay. Cool with that. Don't kill the boy. Yikes. Yeah, I really screwed up here. Should have got that Euro down beforehand. We could have still attacked. That was all my fault. Gary's coming down. Going drain for 5. Sorry, more than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yikes. Gilded Goose. So, let's start off. We can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can play Nissa. We don't have wonderful attacks here, so I think we just play this Euro like this. We're starting to get some big creatures here, so now we're just going to need to outvalue them in the long run. Play this Goose. Go to 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're not quite dead if they draw a Gary, but if they have like anything else, then we are. Which ain't good. We could make another food and play another Gilded Goose, but I think we're just holding this up and then holding up the activation of this. Can't really afford to attack with Cavalier right now because we're facing down lethal in a few different ways with the Garys that could possibly come out to play. Timuret's fine. Big butt. If they go land and Gary here, we're dead. Well, we're not dead because of the food, I guess. It's a tough one. That's totally fine. So no attacks. Go ahead and sack this. Go to 11. Didn't want to see that. Yes, let's go ahead. Euro before we do anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Euro will come down, gain us a little bit more life, but another big body on the battlefield. Garenbrig, not too shabby. Do this. Play Cavalier of Thorns. Trigger, trigger. So we'll put that on. Play Breeding Pool tapped. This is where I really wish we had Hydroid Crisis. With that floating mana, play Gilded Goose. We can't even attack through this Timuret. That's just 11 devotion. It's kind of insane. Like, this whole deck just has such big butts that we can't do anything. So as much as I'd love to attack, we really can't afford to right now. Pass the turn. I feel like we're going to just lose this very slowly and it's going to feel bad. Especially the Gary Ben at 11. Like, any Gary they have off the top is just such a huge amount of damage to us and life gain to them. Okay, so Yara coming down is a little bit strange. I guess I can just sack it, though. Don't know why they kept that one. And they can drain us for 2 here. They're down to 1 card in hand, though, so that's good for us. We're getting close to being able to have this Nissa make all of our lands indestructible. They're not attacking for anything big here, which is good. Come on. We're going to make a food and then eat a food end of turn. So make food. So we're up to 18 now. Temple. No, that ain't it. Let's go ahead and Temple first so we can scry before we draw with this Euro. That's more like it. Let's go to attacks. Oh, I should have plussed up here, but realistically we're not going to attack with those anyway. Attack here, here, and here, I think. Start putting some pressure on them. See if you want to, like, they can block in some ways that can make this bad, but overall I think I like it. They're going to take 10? Okay, so we got them to 19 now. So now we can plus that, play Agent Treachery. That'll make this Ayara be ours and take 3 devotion from him. She can't sack herself, so we have to take that because otherwise that just kind of blows up in her face there. Then we'll take this. They draw on. So I could do this. Again, think I'd rather just hold up the Gilded Goose and make a bunch of food here. This is a slow drain, but I think we turned the corner on him now. Yeah, boy. So that looked very unwinnable for a second there, but just the sheer power of this thing late game got them. Game 2. What do we want? I don't think we really have a good sideboard against this deck, to be honest. Bouncing a lot of these things just doesn't seem very good. Because I can kind of go aggressive on you early on, and then the Disdainful Stroke does counter their Shepherd Nightmare, and it does counter Gary. And maybe I think that is important enough where you got to have that in there because it just they get too strong too fast. As far as what we take out here, Euro's life gain seemed good. I think just 2 Leafkin Druids are probably a little bit wonky. Otherwise, I think we roll with this and see how it goes. So game 2 here against Americano. See if we can't finish off against Mono Black Devotion. 1 land. Oh god, it's 1 land, but potential growth spiral here could be good. Leafkins and Risen Reef. This is stupid risky, but I'm going to do it, and then we can complain later. If this one fails, it's all me, not the game. But alright, never punished. Never punished. Like I said, this was a good one. We just had to hit 1 land and being on the draw. I think we're able to kind of take that risk there. So Yarok's Finlurker. I think we'll discard a Leafkin Druid. So let's see here. If I play this, we have 4 mana next time. Ayara coming down. So they got 5 devotion already. At least we're stopping the damage with this Leafkin Druid now. We're running another blue source at some point, but we got time to draw it, which we do there. So let's see here. If I draw this, I can put a land on the battlefield, then play our land and play Risen Reef. So I think that's the play. We got the mana to do so now. So do this, and do this. Euro, not a bad one to go to hand. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Erebos being a creature is scary, but we can take that pretty soon. Don't think we block here because we have this other Risen Reef that can come down. Nissa, I'm going to try to shake our world. So, how do we want to do this? I don't want to play it quite yet because the Erebos can attack and that's not good. I think we try to do this, and then if we draw another land that comes in untapped, we put it in our hand so we can play Euro. Trigger. So we'll decline that, put it in hand. The next one we'll put on the battlefield. Cool. So we do that. Do this. Now we can Euro. Gain some life. Put this temple on. So it still ends up working out in the end the same way we would have before. Thassa. We got Thassa and Agent of Treachery here, so we've just about got them where we want them to be. We just got to try not to die beforehand. I probably will start blocking here with one of the Risen Reefs at the very least. I kind of like that because that's not a creature anymore. So hopefully they don't have a way to make us get attacked by that now. This has to be to 5, their devotion's at 4, so anything they play is going to make that live again. So it's not really too big of a risk on their end to do what they just did. Woe Strider we're okay with. They can sack a goat, which is annoying. So we take 7 here. I think we got to chunk block one of these. Don't want to. Okay, so we got Thassa. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. If I play 1, 2, 3, and this adds double. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Nissa, then 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure we're doing this right. So there's Nissa. One, 2, 3. 4, 5. That's only 6? Did I? So we have 3 mana floating. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll just play Thassa here. We can still attack here and then Growth Spiral EOT. Yeah, I messed that up some. We still got the Thassa down. I mean, that was like the big thing here. See if we block with Woe Strider. If they do, not a huge deal. I can just Growth Spiral in response. They can throw the goat in front of it. Okay, another agent's actually pretty fantastic. So here I'll probably do whatever I can to help this Nissa survive. Let's go ahead, throw you back down so that way you trigger Risen Reef and you're back as a blocker now. We'll put a Castle Vantress on the battlefield. Now the hope is we start taking off their permanents here and kind of run away with the game. Gary here would do 3, 4, 5, 6. Hurts, but not the end of the world. Timorred's fine. We got to keep Nissa alive no matter what, though. Okay, well, if they're doing that, I can just safely take their Erebos. They're trying to shoot me? I'll take 2. Letting Nissa... So they must have a Murderous Rider or something. Okay. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and take Agent of Treachery, or take Ayara first, and then Erebos on instep. No attacks. Blink this. Oh yeah, right. About goofed. Thank you. If we can get one more turn, do this 2 different times in a turn once again. Cavalier of Night. Pretty brutal. Sack the goat. Probably kill our Agent of Treachery. It's actually pretty good for us now. Can't really afford to be paying life right now as much as I'd like to. But we've almost got this Euro that can come back. We will take this. It's only 2. Just place another one. Thank you for the Cavalier. Got that online now. Go ahead and sack this. Just thin the deck out a wee bit more. Let's go to combat. Swing you. Swing you. Get them down to 12. End of turn. I think we're just going to play it safe. Take this. Woo! That draw 3 though, baby. That draw 3. Now I remember what it has. I forgot that last clause there. We could just take Castle Lochwain, but I just want to just have a big butt on our side. I appreciate you letting me play with your cards, friend. Very nice of you. And the reason we take Timur right there is if they have the Gary in hand to be able to drain us, we got to try to prevent that as much as possible. So taking that here really kind of seals the deal for it. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, we got plenty of power on board here. We have 9 Black Devotion of our own. Kind of silly. Sure. They can escape Woe Strider. Actually, they can't. They don't have enough cards in the graveyard. Not really sure what they could have at this point that would save them then. Yeah, buddy. Sure. We're going to be sacking this Risen Reef because it's not doing anything anymore. We have a new best friend now. Another black creature. I guess we can sack this Timuret. Do I want to draw? Or pay 2 and draw? Don't think so. Then we'll end a turn, Growth Spiral here. 2 geese. The goosies are loosies. Start off doing this, gain a little bit of life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Euro coming back. So this deck seems like really just teeter on the edge of self-destruction for the most part, but then it kind of finds its way out. Thassa's live now. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's a thing. Nissa's live now. Also a thing. Look at this board. This board is just nuts. Breeding Pool coming in. We're not using all of our mana officially here. Don't think it matters at this point. Let's swing. They can block 6, take 2, 3. We're going to get lifelink from this Cavalier. They're dead. Good game, friend. Not sure what we're still doing trying to make blocks right now because this game is pretty well over. But we'll take it. Yeah, boy. So they go to 1 with this. Good luck with that, I guess. Here, we'll just play a Gilded Goose, hold up the food activation just to make sure we got it a life total in check here. And then we will in turn flashback Agent of Treachery. Still there. Now we got Stroke held up. Yeah, this game is mega over. My goodness. We'll take their Castle Lochwain so they can't draw anymore now. This is just an embarrassment of riches now. When this deck works, it really works. Yeah, buddy. Good game there. So 2-1. We obviously can't beat Simic Flash, but overall, it kind of sucks to go 2-1 and be 1 tick above where we were, but we'll take it. Let's look at the deck list one more time. So, Thassa Ramp. Thoughts on this? Mana-wise, I kept running into some trouble there. Don't think it's a thing with the deck. I mean, we play 8, 9, 10, 17. 17 plus 8 is 26, 27. Yeah, 28 sources of mana. So, I mean, we're playing plenty of lands here. When the deck curves out, you see how beautifully it is. And when you get that Agent of Treachery Thassa combo going, like, it's so hard to beat. The mono black matchup there is a little bit scary because they have so many ways to drain you out of nowhere. But once you kind of preserve your life total and get above that, you can kind of get out of range of it. You're good to go. I did miss Hydroid Crisis in this deck, so I think I want to have that back at some point. Honestly, not sure which version I prefer between the one that I kind of brewed originally and the Thassa list. I mean, this is my own list that I saw too. I didn't really see this one anywhere, but I feel like people were kind of playing this sort of thing. So maybe this list can be optimized. I'm just not playing the right package of it, but this is what I've got. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We'll see you next time.